What's up guys, and welcome back to another lesson in the No Mod Shop class here on the Skooled Zone. In today's lesson, we're going to be continuing with the dorm build by adding a king-size 4-poster bed with a headboard, footer hope chest, and even some accent lights. And I don't really have any announcements this time, so let's head on over there. But I do want to take a quick detour and show you some of the improvements I made to both buildings over here. First of all, as you can see, I repaired the front area on this secret house. I glitched in a door and fixed the roof with a picket post and a roof panel. I also moved Jaws over here so he could kind of guard this area. Already had that laser turret guarding that other area, so you know, it worked out. Added some fruit trees on the side. It's looking much, much better. I mean, if it weren't for that debris on the porch, it'd almost look like a house in Covenant or something. I mean, the roof is perfect. The walls are perfect. Everything's looking pretty good now, you know what I mean? Also made some improvements to the inside, but first check this out, okay? So I got tired of building during rad storms and I had to keep making those clear weather shells for the firework mortar at these temporary chemistry stations that I set up. So I decided to put a permanent chemistry station in this house, and I discovered something pretty freaking cool, okay? So I put the chemistry station close to the wall on the inside of the house and found that I got a prompt for it while I was about to add a second tree right here. So check this out, all right? I even built a little stepway for it here. So nothing there, but right down here, there's the chemistry station, okay? So I clicked on it and I was instantly transported into the house. How cool is that? No need for fast traveling anymore. And if you don't want to make something at the moment, all you have to do is just exit out of it. Bam. All right. Now I think this is a similar concept that some people have suggested about using a chair in this fashion, except the chemistry station actually has a purpose inside the house and I wanted it there anyway. Also, I'll throw up some footage real quick of the settler wanting to get into this house but can't. All right, so check this out. So as you can see, the space is looking more and more secure by the day. Anyway, there is my official amendment to my previous video about fast traveling in here, and people playing on survival can even do this now. And as you can see, I glitched in some counters and stuff to make the chemistry station look a little nicer. Still fully functional. It's awesome. And moved my trunk over here, so now it kind of looks like buried treasure. Made a few other improvements. Let's see what else I did. I added a little light. A little accent light right above there because that corner was kind of dark. Wanted Vault Girl kind of giving her approval of the man cave. It's cool, you know, and I can just exit right out of here. Awesome, awesome. Okay, and then I made some improvements to the dorm too. All right, let me close these doors so you can get the full picture. All right, so yeah, I went back and just verified my theory, and those planks that are in the middle of this courtyard that can't be scrapped do actually collide with snappable objects and prevent them from, you know, being placed in certain areas. If you can place other things around them, you can snap blocks to them, you know, like concrete foundations, but just generally trying to sink something into the ground. And the thing that sucks is there's like 3 of those planks in the middle of this courtyard. Makes it very difficult to build. So another thing is that there's a puddle on the ground, and at the level that I had it in the last video, the puddle was still, you know, the water texture was still showing up in the floor, you know? We didn't want a little flooded dorm room there. So what I ended up doing was actually just going ahead and raising the whole structure up to the normal height for the barn pieces, and just went ahead and put a foundation, a concrete foundation underneath it. So now it looks pretty solid, and you know, had to add some stairs to get up. But yeah, I made the little facade look a little nicer here. And as you can see now, it's sitting on these concrete foundations. So it all worked out, you know. A lot of times with building, you'll figure out better ways to do things as you tinker with it a bit more. And just so you guys know, because some people have asked about this in previous videos, I do my recording and my playing simultaneously. The only reason I'm able to speed up the footage and keep my voice the same is because I record the video and audio onto separate tracks so they can be edited independently. So I'm not voicing over these tutorials. I'm actually right here live in a sense with you guys as I'm building it. And, you know, I don't spend hours and hours testing this stuff as I build it. I just go on pure gut and instinct that things will work. And, you know, sometimes I'm going to run into some challenges, you know. Most of the time, if it gets too boring, I'll cut those little mistakes out. But sometimes if they're important learning lessons, I'll go ahead and leave them in there. So it's not like this flawless build where you guys don't see some of the challenges involved. Settlement building can be challenging. But when you get to this stage right now, I mean, there's such a sense of satisfaction. You know, I feel so good about the way that this house worked out. It's pretty much exactly the way that I wanted it. And I was able to glitch the wall in a little tighter there. Still couldn't get it completely flush, but it's much, much tighter than before. And since it was raised up off the ground like this, I went ahead and had room to add a little back door here. So as you can see, this area is still empty, but I added a little exit area here with it. You know, these things just snapped in. It just worked out perfectly. Now the stairs didn't quite fit, so I did have to just add some regular floor pieces here stacked on top of each other. But yeah, here's the exit and some more steps down here. As you can see, we have a little basketball playground area right here. And then, yeah, so it looks pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with it. You know, there's a little bench area. I'm thinking about putting something on the wall here. Wanted to try to create something that looked like either an art display or, you know, a projection screen or something. I'll come up with something kind of cool to put on the wall there, so people don't have to stare at a brick wall when they're chilling, you know, eating their lunch or whatever. But let's get on to today's lesson, all right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to build a 4-poster king-size bed with all the amenities, and we're going to put it right in the center here, and then we'll have just a bunch of the regular beds around there so that I can just show you how to build that for your own master suites in your player homes. So what we're going to do is actually build this. Look at Jaws just chilling. You like your new spot, buddy? Okay, we're going to build this king-size 4-poster bed right here and then just drag it over into that area just because I may need to group select the whole kit and caboodle at some points during the build. And if I start building it right in the middle there, it's going to grab the whole structure. So let's go ahead and get out. Actually, I want to test something real quick. This is something I didn't test beforehand. I just want to see if I place this here and then use these posts. Let's see here. Okay, I just want to check and make sure that if I remove... Okay, what is going on here? Shotgun turret. Oh man, I hate when the game glitches. Okay, maybe if I select it and unselect it, it'll get rid of it. There we go. Okay, somehow it must have gotten selected and didn't Oh man, what is going on? Okay, that is a really weird glitch. If I point at those shotguns without pressing the select button, it selects them. Okay, we're back on track. Sorry about that. All the glitches. Anyway, I wanted to test out whether I can remove this floor panel without these posts disappearing. So let's see what happens. Great, great, great. Okay, so what I can do now is just, let's see here. Yeah, okay, so let's go ahead and add that back in. Just wanted to test that out.
A few moments later.
Why am I getting a heavy laser turret when I'm pointing at the sky? Something really weird going on, guys. Let me do this. Let me just quick save and restart my game. I'll be back in a second. Okay, guys, I'm back. Hopefully we won't have any more issues. Okay, so I went ahead and set this back up again. Put a couple of extra floors down. so that we could align things when we start rug glitching. Now you'll notice you can't place this right away in the center, but if you place one on the side, then you can place another one right in the middle and it'll fit right into place, okay? And then you can just take this one out. Little build order tip there. Okay, so now we have the 4 posters of the bed and this roof of the bed, which actually has a name, fun factoid. This thing is called a tester. When you have a bed that has 4 posts and a top to it, it's called a tester bed. Or, 4-poster bed, that's the more common term. But it's not actually a canopy, so I have to correct myself in the last episode when I said we'd be building canopy beds. This is actually called a tester. Okay, so now we've got the structure in place. Let's go ahead and start with the backboard. And for that, we're going to use a couch. Let's see here. That'd be under chairs. And we're going to go ahead and use the nicer one that came with the Vaultec, I believe. Yep, this one right here. Yep, Vaultec. You can see that little gear down there. So let's place that right there. Make sure it's back all the way. The edge. I'll line that up a little bit better. That look even, almost. It's a little fine-tune adjustments. Sweet. Okay, then let's get out the beds. Okay, so we're going to use the nicer beds that came with Vaultec as well. So these right here. Okay, now here's the trick to these. We're going to go ahead and set this one up here. And another one here. Okay, and then we're going to get out a couple of rugs. Okay, so I'm going to put one there. Pull the bed onto it. Second one there. Okay, now let's make sure we've got even ground here. So I'm going to pull this one over to here. And I'm going to pull this one over to here. Having even ground is key. Up. Made one little mistake. You want these on this side. See, they're already not even for some reason. Nope. Let's do this one more time. I'll be fast forwarding through a lot of this. Okay, cool. All right, now the trick to getting them to sink down at the same time is actually to add a rug underneath. All right, so we're gonna put this right here, and then we're gonna pull these 2 rugs onto this rug. All right, now what we can do is just slide them together. Actually, I almost got it on the first try there. All right, so we can slide these together to whatever length of the bed that you want. That actually looks pretty good right there. Let's see, I can even it up just a bit. Okay, not bad at all. That looks like about a king-size bed to me. Okay, now, if we pulled one rug out and then the other, they would end up sitting at different heights. But with this technique, I can pull this one big rug out and hopefully they'll both fall into place at the exact same height. Okay, now just in case, I'm gonna quick save here. All right, things are looking good. Okay, now before we pull out the rugs, actually what we want to do is carry this whole concoction over and glitch it into the bed. That's too far. What I want to do is try to get it so that the rails are right inside the headboard so that when they sink down, hopefully the rails will be hidden. So let's see how close I got it. Hey, that's not bad, not bad. Let's see if it's even. All right, there's a tiny bit sticking out there, tiny bit sticking out there. I guess I can move it over to the left just a smidge. All the fine tuning in this game. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Okay, so now, yeah, that's not bad at all. Okay, so now if my theory is correct, we can pull out this one rug and it'll get rid of the other two rugs and sink it all down into place. All right, let's give it a shot. Right on, right on. See how that worked? You exit here and see how perfect that is. Tiny bit of a piece of metal sticking through there. That didn't happen in my Vault 42 build, so it just must have something to do with the way that it was placed on the rugs. But yeah, that's pretty minor. In fact, that's going to be covered up with a pillow in just a little bit. So let's go ahead and add the well, we can add the hope chest in the end, you know, the footer storage chest in the end in just a minute. So let's go ahead and see if we can put this into place. As a matter of fact, just trying to think here whether I should remove this bottom part or not, or whether we can get rid of this whole piece here instead and just pop that into place. Oh, they're not even. We wanted it even with the doors. Okay, well, let's see if I can do it without that floor piece there. All right, store, and then this is another place where I'd probably want to quick save. Okay, so let's take out this floor piece and see if we still got liftoff. Interesting, the rugs are still there. Those were supposed to disappear. Tell you what, let me see what happens when we remove that and then remove that. Oh, nice, it still fell back down into place. Okay, let's see if I can select these without selecting the bed. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to group select this, the 4 posters in the tester, and let's see if we can just place this down into place. Let me try taking out this these 2 roof tiles just for the moment and see if that will help. Okay, so it is going to stick up a little bit, actually. I didn't think about that. Let's try something a little different here. All right, in my Vault 42 build, I had a much higher ceiling because they were vault ceilings. Let's see what happens if we store this and replace it with the shorter one. It should still have enough room for the bed. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Let's see what happens. That might be too much of a squeeze, actually. Okay. There's always room for adjustments. Not a problem. I mean, the concept is solid, you know. I'm just dealing with my roof here. Okay, so Let's see here. I'm going to slide this over. Try to get it even. Okay, so it was the roof that was interfering. I will come up with another solution for that in just a little bit. I'm sure there's a way we can work with that. All right, let me fire off a firework mortar and get rid of this fog here. By the way, I replaced Jaws' house, little couch and ashtray there. Okay, clear skies again. Okay, so I will deal with that roof in just a little bit. There's always a creative solution. In fact, I'm even thinking about one right now that would work and still bring in some light, you know, by using the half glass walls there, okay? See, the important thing is I don't let these things discourage me. I mean, they can get a little frustrating at times, but this was another attempt where I thought about using the warehouse roof. Okay, so from here, we are going to group select these, drag them over into place. Great. All right, looks good, looks good. And then there is a cabinet piece in furniture. I believe it's in containers. Nope, it's not in containers. Let's try shelves. Nope. It's got to be in tables then. Yep, this is the piece I was looking for. Okay. So we're just going to set this up. Wait, is it... there we go. Awesome. And then I think we can probably decorate it with a couple little plants, maybe? Cool. Like right there. Okay, sweet. All right, now I think in my Vault 42 build, I think I might have put some candles on top of this. Something like that. Perfect. And then I did have some accent lights that I put up there. And I think I just placed them up there. I don't think I did anything special with that. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I'm out of copper. That's hilarious. Okay, I'm going to go grab some more copper and a couple of pillows, and I'll be right back to show you guys the final result, okay?
Speed is of the essence.
Okay guys, I am back. Went and grabbed some copper real quick from Diamond City, and then I went ahead and fixed up the roof a little bit. You know, solutions. Added those accent lights. Wanted to go ahead and show you at night because of that. So let's take a quick look. All right, open up the sweet double doors, and you got the king size bed with the tester. Looks great, looks great. Got the pillows on it and everything, okay? So that turned out really nice. Put a little accent rug there. So yeah. Now, normally in your build, you might have higher ceilings, so you might not need to add the glass around it. But yeah, it worked out well. Still brings in some light into the room. It's square, but still looks kind of cool, I think, you know? If I had thought about it, I probably could have slid the 4 poster part back a little further. See how we have some room there? So if I was to do this again, I would probably try to slide it closer to the wall. But I was a bit worried we were going to run into problems with the slanted roof, which we ended up running into anyway, so I could have just moved it back. But yeah, if you guys rebuild this, then I would suggest just sliding in these 4 posters for the bed just back a little farther. And yeah, otherwise you got yourself a nice king-size bed with a hope chest, a footer chest at the end. Let's take a quick look at the outside and see how it looks. So you can see it didn't turn out too bad. So yeah, got a little square part to the angled roof, you know, improvisation. But yeah, I'm still happy with it. Hopefully nobody will break the glass while they're playing some basketball. We'll just say it's plexiglass. Yeah, that's the ticket. Yeah, I'll go ahead and sleep on the bed just to show you that it works, and I'll sleep till daytime and show you real quick what it looks like during the day. Okay, here we are during the day. Looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. I like it. I'm happy with it. That's the name of the game. As long as you're happy with it, then that's the important thing. So yeah, looks pretty sweet. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. But that's going to wrap up this episode. By the way, I appreciate your patience. I had taken 2 weeks off from my day job for the holidays, and it's amazing how far back that sets you if you don't get vacation pay like me, So I had to pick up some extra shifts to get back on track, in addition to doing my real passion, which is YouTube. YouTube still isn't paying the bills yet, so my video frequency always suffers a bit during these times of the year, but hopefully I'll be able to get back on track to an extra video per week this month. We'll just have to see. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, and be sure you're subscribed to get more of these great videos delivered right to your digital doorstep. And a quick like in the video is always appreciated. I'll see you next time on the Skooled Zone. Happy building, and class dismissed.